Oh, hi. How is everyone? Welcome in on Tuesday night. It's Tuesday. No, it's not Tuesday night anymore. It's Thursday night. I'll get used to it eventually. I mean, it's only the first week, so you know. Um, yeah, happy everybody's here. Glad you guys are hanging out, having a good time before we even got started. So, yeah, sorry, I'm tired. I'm trying to process. So, as you know from the show title, I'm going to be comparing some different Henry McKenna single barrels, some bottled and bond, some 10 years, some goodness. Also, um, yes, it is Thirsty Thursday. I am A, really happy that you guys are here, and B, we'll be doing something else too because Monica, this just arrived today. So Monica was saying that she had told my dad that I should get Harry Potter Legos for Christmas, and my dad did not do that. So I am going to build that later on. Because why the heck not? It's Thursday. It's Thursday nights, and or Thursday night. Everybody's doing dry week. That's really funny. Um, I'm not doing dry week because I have this live stream and I have a podcast to record on Saturday too. So warming up with some TW Samuels. So Blanton's Knob Creek single barrel, 16 Boo Rye, lots of good stuff being poured. Dustin calling people out. Man, I love that TW Samuels. Anyway, so business first, and then we'll get to fun stuff. New episode came out yesterday, of course, with Rarebird 101. Dave Jennings, good buddy. Patreon subscribers were able to hear that a little bit early because you can see that microphone in the background, can't you? Doesn't matter. It's the studio. Patreon subscribers were able to listen to that early because we recorded it back in November of last year, which is weird to say. But anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've gotten a whole lot of good feedback on it. Let me move the mic around a little bit. Let's see what else. There was some. There was an article that came out this week in the New York Times about my buddy and yours, Dixon Dedman, which was a pretty good article. But he's caught a lot of flack for it for some reason, and I wanted to remind everybody that if you've not heard that episode, you really should, because it's easily one of my favorite episodes I've ever done. Maybe my favorite that I've ever done. So yes, be sure to go and check that out. There's the distillery lamp, by the way. Yeah. Is that my baby humidor in the background? Nothing baby about it. This is a legit humidor my father-in-law Brett got me for Christmas. So that was cool. Eric Black is here. Hello. Yeah, Swan, Dave is just the best. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can't wait for March either. Man. Rarebird recently did a review of some local turkey picks, including a bottle you have. On par with mine. Nice. Why are the cigars on top? Because I haven't gotten it. Yes, he was a cool dude. Not that he was in trouble. But just like somebody, I can't remember exactly what it was, but somebody was saying that it just wasn't as comprehensive, I guess, as it could have been, and was taking stabs in weird ways. Yeah, Joseph, I haven't taken care of it yet. That's one of my projects for like the week and the weekend. We finally got moved out fully in Richmond on New Year's Eve, actually. So I'm still kind of putting stuff together and figuring out where everything needs to go. So anyway, Brian, I appreciate that, by the way. I really do appreciate that. One more thing. and then we'll get to the show. Okay, two more things. So I last bottle that I bought before I was fully moved out of um, Richmond, New Riff Bottle and Bond Rye, which I'm crazy excited for. Um, yeah, I bought this not this weekend, but I think like maybe a week or two ago. I can't remember, but it was the last thing I bought before we fully moved out. 95% rye, 5% malted barley. Um, well, this says malted rye. Huh. Never heard of that before. So anyway, I will either be reviewing that tonight after I'm done with the McKenna single barrels, or that will be in a future episode. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Yeah, the rye. I've had the rye before, and I really do like it. But I need to, I needed to do it for the podcast. So I wanted to buy a bottle. I thought it was really good anyway. So I just wanted to have it around. So anyway, let's see. Hi, Zopher. Interested to hear how the new Riff Rye is. Bottle on the shelf close to the house. I haven't pulled the trigger on. We need a bottle of Bond Bar beside OBC. Yes, please. Haven't seen New Riff, but I've been keeping my eyes out. What is the distribution like? It's just in Kentucky right now. So yeah, I wish I could get some New Riff out here in South California. Like I said, just in Kentucky right now. But yeah, yes, Zopher, I did say McKenna. So that's what I'm going to do. So the whole thing about this is that I have, it was just kind of serendipitous, but I have two McKenna single barrels that were barreled on the exact same day. It was September 25th, 2007. And then I also have two that were barreled one day apart, March 22nd and 23rd of 2008. So I figured it would be kind of fun to compare the two sets of them and see how they might differ. So I have only opened one of these. I opened one with Chad when he was on a couple weeks ago. So that's that. Everything else is going to be fresh cracks. Great pop, of course. So the first comparison that I'm doing, I'm trying not to go too heavy on berry pours. I'm going to be doing the ones that were barreled on the same day first. So, because this is one of the ones that I'm most interested in. Yes, they are different barrels, by the way. I meant to say that. This one is 5318, and this one is 5321. Oh, that was a good one. Matt lives literally 10 minutes from the new Riff Warehouse. Awesome. Yes, Chad and I did have a lot of fun. Monica, it went great. Let's see what else. Yeah. Oh, I bet it does smell fantastic. So just so I can kind of keep everything in order, the one on my left is going to be the lower numbered one. Yeah. On the left is going to be the lower numbered one, which is the 5318 barrel. And then the one on the right is going to be the higher number, 5321. So let's begin, shall we? Fun stuff here, fun stuff. What did I warm up with? I warmed up with T.W. Samuels, Bottle and Bond. Yeah, Chad seemed a little uncomfortable, but whatever. Just a very standard nose, honestly. It's funny because it's like nothing's really jumping out at me on the first smell on this one. I mean, of course, there's like lots of caramel. It almost is like a muted Elijah Craig nose for some reason. I mean, I know it's the same juice and everything, but you would think at 10 years and 6 proof points higher than Elijah Craig that it would have a little bit more to it on the nose. But is Jason in here? Oh, Jason is. Yes. Hello, Jason. Well, let's check out the nose on the other one then. There's definitely more to it, not by a whole lot, but there's a little bit more citrus on there. A little bit of a slight alcohol note too, which is, I mean, I kind of like it in this case because it's inviting more of an experience with the nose. How long has Henry McKenna been around? That is a good question. Hey Swan, can you look that up while we're doing all this? Sorry, my hair's like nutso. 2 bottles of McKenna 10 here, one from 08, 508, and one from 1207. Yeah. Dustin, will be putting stuff up here soon. I just, again, have not had a chance to. Sorry, Lucy needed to know where the remote was. Okay, let's drink some bourbon. It's pretty good. It's got a really creamy. It's got a really creamy mouthfeel. This is quality content. Oh, I know you do. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a really creamy mouthfeel. It's got a lot of caramel and some citrus to it as well. Kind of light in the oak department, which is weird, but second sip was a lot better. Second sip had more like red berries, and then some, actually some kind of like chocolate to it as well. Hey, that's not bad. That's a really pretty good barrel right there. You need an ice ball with it. That's interesting. Milk chocolate, not dark chocolate. Yeah, sorry. There we go. All right, let's check out the second barrel that was from the same day. Hello. That is much better. I will say that is much better. It is a lot spicier. It seems to be just kind of bolder in general. The citrus comes through quite a bit more as well. And there's definitely more oak influence on it too. One of the reasons that I wanted to do this was just simply because I wanted to see and kind of talk about what, you can, I've said this for a while, but you can replicate your process down to a T with bourbon. Production, the way you char your barrels, where you get your barrels from, all this, that, and the other. But what's really interesting to me is seeing ones that are made by the same distillery, same day, same all this kind of process, and how vastly different they can be. Because at some point, it is totally out of your hands. you can go, and again, you can do all the work in the world to make sure that you have your process down pat. But weather does take over, nature takes over. So bourbon can be a bit of an anomaly when it comes to, we'll say, science. But I think it's interesting and cool too how the people like, Wilderness Trail, who was kind of founded by scientists, Marianne Eaves, who has a background in science. They're doing all these things and replicating all of these processes. Um, but yeah, hey, Dad. Um, but there's just so much you can do, and it's cool when people try to replicate things based on science. That's all. My dad's here. Hi, Dad. So again, same day that these were barreled on, September 25th, 2007. Two different barrels, same amount of aging time, and two completely different things. Sure, they have their similarities. Sure, they taste still like, you would identify or you would expect McKenna to taste, but very different. So that was the first barrel. That has opened up a little bit. It actually has kind of a savory note to it too, which I find really interesting. It's good though. It's good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Dad. I'm doing some. Yeah, that's why we drink for science. They do have their own flair. Yeah. Um, I do not know barrel entry proof on McKenna. That's a good question though, Matt. 1855 was the founding of the distillery. Holy moly. Okay. I think there is something to lower barrel proof, or excuse me, to lower proof barrel entry. Um, some of the ones are older turkey Weller. Yeah. Um, I love that turkey is so good about it with their lower barrel entry proof. It doesn't. We'll talk about it another time. I Dad, you have another one that was from the same day too, but a different barrel. That's so weird. Um, Hold on. This is my new in reach. As I run to the cabinet. Okay. Here's my. This is my oldest bottle that I have of McKenna, and it's a little low because I've been trying to save some of it. But if we're comparing, Louis got me beat. Mine was March 13th, 2007. So dang it, I thought for sure I was going to win that one, but Louis definitely got me beat. Oh well. Anyway. Mash and Drum is here. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Go check out his channel, guys. What were the days again? Like the days of my, it was September 25th, 07, 9/25/07. So, oh my gosh. The higher number barrel is so different and so much better than the lower number one. A little bit thinner on the first one. I mean, there's almost no contest. I mean, like it's such a clear-cut winner between the two that Barrel 5321 from September 25th, 2007 is just spectacular. Yep, absolutely. So that's my first comparison, and I'm kind of flying through this, so I might have to figure something else to do too. I don't know. We'll see. So let me put those down there. Let me get my little infinity glass going, which is what I will finish up the show with, I guess. I don't really know. You know what I could do though is get started on building my little Lego set from Monica. It's just I can't believe I'm doing this on a live stream, but you know what? I freaking love Legos. I'll never deny it. I love Harry Potter. Well, there's that. Oh boy, there's a lot of little pieces. Okay, there's all the little pieces. That's a deep cut for anybody who knows me personally. Okay, so let's move on to the pouring of the next two barrels as well. So as I said, these are from 2 different days, but they are back to back. Lego Voltron. It's awesome. Yeah, I know. I got to, Dad. Oh, geez, Matt. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, Jason. I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, this is from 4/22/08, April 22nd, 2008. Gumbo pop. Then, also, that is a lot darker. I don't know if you can tell or not. It's a lot darker than either of the two that I just had. And now this one is from 4/23/08, so the day after the first one. Again, this is barrel 5215. This other one was barrel 5284. So there you go. What's my favorite single barrel? Probably McKenna. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with E.H. Taylor single barrels, but I know that it can be really good. I know that people really like it. Gosh, I am just destroying this. Okay, Chad's not going to be happy about that. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with Taylor single barrels. Knob Creek, of course, is amazing. They're some of the best Knob Creek picks I've ever had out there right now. So, yeah. All right, fresh crack, fresh pop. Ooh, that was a good one. But McKenna is definitely up there for me, I would have to say. So, yeah. Yeah, mine are corks. It's weird. Don't know why yours are not. Stranger Things is back on July 4th. What? It's awesome. My eyes are getting worse. It's okay. It's all good, big sheets. E.H. Taylor single barrel is garbage. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Oh, New Riff single barrels. Heck yes. Freaking love New Riff single barrels. Those have been consistently good. I haven't had a bad one yet, I don't think. And if I have, I've forgotten about it because it was that bad. But every New Riff single barrel that I've had has been delicious. Seriously. All right, bye, Dad. It did used to be a screw top, but now it is a cork, of course. Dustin, why are you texting me? Oh, I see why you're texting me. Okay, good deal. So again, left to right. I'm going younger to older, which is by a day, of course. But left is going to be the 422.08, and the right is going to be the 423.08. So let's get to it. Bye, Dad. No other sciencey stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Cornbread? Yeah. Interesting. I've never gotten that on the nose before of any bourbon ever. Hey, Mr. Bill's here. Yeah, it smells just like cornbread. With maybe like some kind of caramel sauce with it, which is not something that you would normally have with a cornbread, of course. But excuse me, and a little bit of alcohol on the nose as well. Pancakes, buttermilk pancakes with syrup and butter. I'm getting into some like Fred Minnick stuff here, so I apologize. Um, Sorry, just trying to get caught up a little bit on comments. I think I am actually. Um, what do I think of Hancock's? I have had it like once, and I thought it was okay. I think that's about it. Um, yes, do hit that like button, please. Um, it's like buttermilk pancakes with a little bit of butter on top, and the syrup and everything. And I, why did my nose just all of a sudden turn into this really specific guess? That's so weird. I've never had that before. These are both fabulous noses. They're very different from anything I've ever really had. I'm getting more of the traditional bourbon on the first one now. Yeah, marzipan. Stock up on the fours, a single barrel. It's getting allocated, from what I understand. Um, have you ever liked a bottle better after it had been open for a while? Yes, I have. Let me tell you a little story about um, this bottle that I thought was real bad, and it was open, but then I tried it in the New Orleans glass. I know. It is what it is. But the Ezra Brooks barrel proof, or whatever it's called, the 117 proof, after it's been open for probably, what is it now, like 2 months, and once I tried it in the New Orleans glass, it was actually pretty good. I mean, I was really surprised by how much I liked it. So yeah, I don't know if there have been a whole lot that, oh, there was that early times from the early 80s times. I've made that joke before. Um, that didn't open up very well. The Blanton's that I had at the very first bourbon night with Chad and Sarah, that did not open up well. Yeah. Yeah, there are some things. Oh, maybe it'll make Statesman taste good. I'll have to try that out. Anyway. It does have a little bit of a cornbread flavor to it, but not a whole lot. What I'm getting more of on this is like a peanut. And the finish is like all caramel and all like a dark chocolate. A little bit of alcohol on it as well. But overall, this is a really, really nice pour. Just as long as we don't talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I had a lot to drink before then. Yeah, that is a really... It's going to be loud. I'm sorry. That is a really fascinating pour, Henry McKenna. I've, of course, never had two single barrels back to back that have been so similar that I've been like, I can't tell these two apart. I've always had something that is just a little bit different. It's been really nice, but I'm going to try the second one now as well. Four Roses used to be bottom tier bourbon, so you're paying for the hype there. Yeah, unfortunately. ASMR the Legos. Okay. Yeah. That's that is fantastic. Whoa. Oh, it definitely, oh my gosh. So the flavor is definitely what I was picking up on the nose, that like kind of buttermilk pancakes flavor with syrup. But then it gets into the super, super good peanut butter note. There's a little bit of almonds in there too. Then it introduces like, oh, what is that? Is it red berries? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Cinnamon too towards the back end. Kind of like an artificial cinnamon flavor, not in a bad way necessarily, but it's definitely still there. But is it another special bottle of McKenna? It very well could be. I mean, this is, wow, that finish is so nice. There's some creaminess on there too. Oh man. You guys, that is spectacular. All right, last little piece. Thank you. Wow, that is so good. Okay, well, and probably to be fair, should go back to the other one, elderberry. Your father was a hamster, and your mother smelled of elderberries. Slightly nutty squat. Yeah, there is some vanilla in there too, I would say. Yeah, usually when I say red berry, I mean like cherry or maybe even into like a strawberry too. But yeah, I apologize for that. I know I should be more specific on it. That's just my like kind of immediate take on it. All of all of Heaven Hill is the same mash bill, except for their rye and their wheated bourbons. Yep. What's the best Heaven Hill bourbon? Best of the ones that you can get more easily, I'd say, would probably be the McKenna 10-year. Excuse me. But at the same time, like, I mean, the Four Roses. This is what happens when I try to build Legos and talk about bourbon. The Old Fitzgerald, that's what I was going to say, bottled and bond. Like the decanters, they are really, really good. I don't know if they're necessarily worth, hype and everything, but they are fantastic. Latch Craig Barrel Proof. Yeah, that's it. I don't know how I could forget that they had a Latch Craig Barrel Proof. That's exactly what it is. Consistently one of the best bourbons that comes out every year, if not the best sometimes. And I am an idiot for not thinking of that. So thank you for pointing that back out to me. I appreciate that. It'll help. Gosh, building Legos and talking is really difficult. All right, got a little Harry Potter together. Yes, it is Elijah Craig barrel proof. I'm sorry. Does Perry own any rocks glasses? That's what I was drinking out of before I really got going on the episode. So yeah, this is my favorite rocks glass though, which I talked about last week. I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. It's got the logo on it. It's what my brother got me for Christmas. Made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. Man, I forgot old Fitz. Yeah. Yeah, it really is Elijah Craig barrel proof. I'm sorry. Don't sleep on Evan Williams' Bond. I agree. Yes. Yeah, and I mean, all of their bottled and bond products. I mean, I'm such a fan of. I mean, but all you had to do was listen to the episode that came out a couple weeks ago, where we talk about it, and we just kind of gush about how much we love bottled and bond products. And here's a little Ron Weasley. Too. Yeah, I want to drink some more of this though. So this is the first barrel. Look, it's still really good. But I just think yeah. Yep. That second one. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna have Curtis try the old fantastic bottle. Maybe we'll do that for an episode soon. We'll kill that off. And then instate this as the new special one. Wow, that is so good. I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. I might have to have some quiet time. Where's our wands? This is so loud for a live stream. I apologize. Where the heck are their wands? Here they are. Wait, is that it? Ah, that is it. I don't know why they do these things with Legos. So what they did was they put them on this little like adhesive thing, like both of them, and you just break them off. You get rid of that plastic bit. All right. Man, the wands have gotten so realistic since I was into Harry Potter Legos. We used to be just like little sticks. But anyway, what did Brian say? Love to get a larceny barrel proof? Yes, I would love to try that too. Brandon's on episode 51 of the podcast. Great, you're getting very close. Awesome. Full production, interesting. Let's see what else. Very, very limited from my understanding. I've only heard of it for sale one time personally. Yeah. Man, I love the Bourbon Heritage Center. Really do. I can't believe that they're gonna like go through and redecorate it, redesign it. I'm still getting so much of that cornbread on that first pour. It's so weird. How many cases of Heaven Hill Bottled Bond is everybody holding? I am just holding like 4 bottles right now, I think. Maybe 5. I'm not sure. I gave one away to a friend because he was in from out of town, and I wanted to give him something a little special. Yeah, so the bottle from April 23rd, 2008, barrel 5215, is so good. So freaking good. And definitely better than the one from April 22nd. But so I'm going to pour the rest of these two into my infinity glass as well. I still got some time to work through here. But here's my little infinity glass of everything that I've had tonight. I would say the winner of everything that I've had so far, or everything that I've had tonight from the McKenna pours, has got to be this April 23rd, 2008. I, man, oh man, oh man. There it is. There's the winner. You can only see the neck of it, but oh well. We talked about bourbon labels, and I was one of, and we opened WLW for that. Yes, that was very ridiculous. I can't believe that we did that on our very second episode. Yeah, I don't think they need to do that. I got two ahead of in a case for me. Case of 6 plus the one overnight. Hey, Monica, I mean, I agree with you. I think Liquor Barn is a really great episode, but that Dixon one is the stuff. I love that episode. I'm just going to kind of peruse through some of this set as I'm chatting with you. And I think, okay, so I brought this up as well about doing a little review too at the end of the episode if you guys are interested in it. It would be the new Riff Bottle to Bond, which I picked up fairly recently. So if you would like for me to do that, let me know in the comments. Do that, or I can figure out something else entirely to do. I mean, I definitely haven't, tasted the Infinity Pour yet. Odd nose, but have I had any of the handy? Have I had any handy 18? No, I have not. Heard it's phenomenal, but yes, do it. I enjoyed a little handy. Yeah. Review it. All right. We're going to do that then. Okay, let me clean out a glass. And we'll get to reviewing. And I'm taking a real hard left turn into this review, but I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. So, I've reviewed the New Riff Bottle and Bond bourbon on the show. Like I said earlier, I have had a bunch of their single barrel products, which and have been very good as well. But I've had a pour of the rye. I thought it was fantastic. And so I think, oh man, that was good pop. It's a good pop. So, excuse me for 1 second. Just getting the water out. I apologize. That was too much. I poured too much. I'm very sorry. So, I'm going to show you guys what that is. Just let that sit right there. The New Riff Rye. So, here we go. Hard left turn. All right. Yes, it was a bit of a Perry pour. I'm not happy with it. I have to get up early to go work out. I only drink too much because I'm bad at pouring. That's a really funny comment there. Okay. Lots of mint. Lots of mint, lots of clove as well. There's this fruity note too that I can't quite pick out. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Kind of banana-y, actually. Not overly powerfully so. But yes, it is 95% rye. I bet it would hold up fantastic um, in an old fashioned. Little pine tree, I can kind of see that. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. Talk to you a little bit about the color. It's awfully dark for just a 4 year, and I mean it is 100 proof, so Um, yeah, it was Iverson explaining the rise. You're right. Melon, pineapple, apricot. More melony. Yeah, that's what it is. Melon dash Y, not melony like a name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Gotta watch them berry pours. Yeah. Um. Yeah, 4 to 6 years, I think, Stephen. But yeah, and Adam, I was about to say the exact same thing. Actually, is that I've never had the SAS 18, so I couldn't really tell. Um, well, I'll text Iverson later and ask him what he thinks what the ideal age is for rye. That honestly, the nose is really pretty good. It's not the best thing I've ever smelled, but it's still really nice. Pears? A little bit, yeah. There's something kind of reminiscent of maybe some rosemary on there too. Anyway, that's what he said. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. Um, all right, well, let's try it out. Okay. That is a thinker of a whiskey. Wow. It is so creamy. It has just this very thick mouthfeel to it, which is really phenomenal. Oh, round one. Wow, that is good. A little bit of caramel, not quite like a bourbon would have. Um, finish is a little short, I would say. Dill pickle and willow rye. Yeah, I could get that. It was gone that night. That's awesome. The middle of the palate is where everything really kind of shines for this. That pine does come through. And almost like a pine nut, honestly. The mintiness still kind of hangs around as well. The oak is fairly heavy, or at the very least straightforward. Let's see what else. Some apple? Yeah, like a very slight or light green apple, I would say. Brown sugar on there as well. I mean, overall, this is really a very good pour. Only thing that I have an issue with is the finish, just because it's kind of light. It's a very quick finish. Um, and then price, of course, about $45. So not a terrible price for this. It's their first distillate, first rye that they've run, and everything. The bourbon you can get for about $40, just a regular bottle of bond bourbon. Um, Always very good. So I'll go ahead and do my actual review system like I normally do. What? Oh, you meant pear, like you can taste it. Yeah. Um, Imagine what a barrel proof. Yeah, I would absolutely love that. How much is Pikesville? Pikesville is like 55 or 60. Never pulled fleshy Pearsons. Yes, you know the system, Joseph. So my review system that I do with the podcast is nose, palate, finish, and price. Each category is out of 5, and then I tally everything up for a total score of out of 20. And I'll let you know whether or not you should buy it. So nose on this. I would say the nose is like a 3.5. It's got some really interesting things going on for it. There's something that kind of kicks it over the edge, and I think it is that like pear kind of quality that Adam keeps coming back to. Um, but yeah, it's not a bad nose by any means. Um, Palate's a 4, I would say. Yeah. It's so complex for a 4-year-old bourbon. And really just kind of in general. I mean, age aside, I think that it's a very complex whiskey profile. I like it quite a bit. It makes me want to go back for another sip. Again, the finish is a little bit short. What lingers more than, say, some of the flavors is kind of the alcohol burn that hits on the tongue. Um, so mouthfeel. Um, yeah, overall, it's I think that the palate is really where this shines through. The finish is fine, I would say. I would give the finish a 2.5 though. Just because it hits you and then it's just gone, and it's fine. Like it's just very middle of the road. And then price. So at $45, and a Kentucky only release for now, I think it's okay. I would rather see it, I think, more in like the $30 range. So based on everything that I've kind of given it so far, I'd probably give the price like a 3, maybe a 3.25. I would, yeah, I'd give it a 3.25. I don't normally like going on the quarter point scales, but I think that it's appropriate in this situation. 13.25 out of 20. Okay. That to me is not necessarily like a hard recommend. This is try it first before you buy it. It's not a pass. It's not a pass for me, because I think that it has some really good and interesting things going on. But I do think that if you're not necessarily a rye drinker, if you're more of a bourbon drinker, this is not going to be your cup of tea. Is it spicy like I would expect a 95% rye to be? Not at all. I find this actually a very approachable 95% rye. So, what's the number for a must-have? I'd say like 17 and up. 15 is like a hey, you should try this and maybe get a bottle is probably in your best interest. But like once we get to like 17 or 18, that's when it's like, holy crap, you really need to have this. So yeah, is this a good intro for bourbon drinkers to high rise? I don't know about that. Yeah, Matt, you know what? It is a bar on the buy bar pass scale from the podcast. I would say it is a bar. Have you ever had a 17 or up? No, I have not. Try it out, friends. Yeah. 3 out of 5 for you. Fair. I think that's fair. Yeah. Um, Wait, what do you mean 17? What are we talking about here? Are we talking about like 17 years old, or are we talking about 2017? I'm confused. What are you guys talking about? Oh, a point scale. Oh, yes, I have had a 17 or up. Sorry. I apologize. Let's look at the. I actually have my reviews around here somewhere, and we'll find out what actually was a 17 for me. Apologies, I need to check this out. Oh lordy. I think the magic number is always killed by the price. Yeah, kind of. But being in Florida, it's all a hard pass for me. The zero for attainability. I think that's fair, Brian. You know, yeah, I think that's totally fair. Okay, review scores. Okay, what have I given a 17 or up? I have given my favorite McKenna bottle a 17. Or excuse me, I gave it an 18. What's this 17.5? Wow, I gave an Elijah Craig small batch 17.5 out of 20. That's impressive. 17 out of 20 also to Weller 107. So that's nice. Yeah, the 2017 WLW was a 17.5 out of 20 for me as well. The acronym is for the bourbon secondary market. Yeah. Let's see. Must have been a gift. Yeah. That's all I'm really seeing. Oh wait, what's this? No, wait, never mind. Oh, the Justin's House of Bourbon Wathen's Barrel Proof. That was another really good one. I gave that a 17 out of 20. But anyway, okay. Well, that kind of about does it for me, I think. I appreciate you guys so much hanging out with me tonight. This hour like flew by. I can't believe how quickly this happened. Also, I want to try the. No, it's had some time to mingle. I want to try the Infinity glass too. I do have a Lego to finish. Yeah, I feel like it's awfully loud for a live stream though, so I might have to do this off air. Hey, Patreon, I had a question for you, by the way. Would you guys want an exclusive live stream next week? Because I'm kind of feeling like an exclusive live stream would be something fun for us to do. Yeah. At least post the finished product. Yes, I will do that. Okay, yeah. So it's about Catholic. All right, bourbon 30. Yeah, Patreon. You're going to be getting an exclusive live stream later this week, or next week. So be on the lookout for that. Bottle swig to close. I guess that is how I do things now. Apparently, yeah. I got to finish this Lego here too. Y'all are the best. I just want to say that first and foremost. Thank you all so much for helping me out, keeping the show going. Of course, every single week. Because of you, I feel like I am ready to start doing YouTube video reviews, which will be happening before too long. It'll probably be back here at this here bar. So check out that. Let's see. Follow on social media, of course, at My Bourbon Pod. New episodes of the podcast every Wednesday. You can check that out on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, the Google Podcast app, right here on YouTube too. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification for when I go live or when new episodes come out. Let's see, what else? Patreon.com/MyBourbonPodcast for as little as $1 a month. You can help me keep going. That, really does help me out. It's so much fun over there too. You guys are going to love it. Let's see. Bourbonshop.threadless.com. Free shipping right now. If you use the code, I think it's free ship 11. It'll be free ship 18 on orders over $45. Right? Yeah, $45. I'll post a link to it here soon as well. Rate and review on iTunes helps me out a lot as well. Gets the word out. Let's try to get the podcast trending on the news and noteworthy page. Yeah. Guys, thank you all so much. I appreciate you in so many ways. Yeah. I'll see you next week. Until then, I'm pairing this with My Bourbon Podcast live stream. Oh, wait, the chug. I did it. Okay, bye.